So I'm at the Walker Pass, again going up to the famous Kennedy Meadows. It's a beautiful day, a little too warm. Makes me yearn for a rain, but you know, it's never just right. So it might get cloudier later on and cool off a little bit. So this has got a lot of big climbs on it. So just some things you just got to put your big boy pants on and just knuckle down. So here we go. So I've already screwed up. I left without my little front butt pack. Dang it. I usually put that down on the floor of the car, but we had a lot of people we were giving rides to, so I put it in the back, and it got, you know, lost in the bunch. Oh, it had my sunscreen, kind of important, but I've got a bit more of that in my pack. Glasses, little knife, whistle, pen, just, you know, kind of just toiletries. Oh well, I guess I won't be brushing my teeth for 2.5 days. Great. But, you know, mainly I've got water. That's the most important thing. I've got food, got a way to stay warm, got a way to stay dry, so I'll be fine. So you can kind of see where the trail comes up along there. It's hot, but boy, it's pretty. Isn't that amazing? Beautiful day. Yeah, so that's where I'm going right there. You can see the trail. What he's looking for. Come this way. Come up here. Let's just be practicing something. Yeah, I know they're hard to make, but I always like it when the trail is carved out of a cliff. It's just fun. So the trail goes right along there. Incredible views, huh? Amazing. Boy, some kind of views. At this point I can smell poodle dog bush first before I see it. It's like, it smells like poodle dog. Where is it? Yep, all around me. So I'm at the top of this first climb out, which is like 2,500 feet, over 8 miles. That took me about 3 hours. It was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. It was 92 degrees at Walker Pass, and up here it's about 80 with a nice little breeze. So I wish all 2,500s were that simple. But so I think now we go down 2,500 feet, and I'll show you the view here. On top of the world. Boy, that's a lot of rocks. It's getting more of that Yosemite look. There's the trail down. It's pretty cool how the trail just kind of cut right into those rocks. A lot of work. pretty flowers. Well, this is cute. Nice and cool. So I'm on my second climb of the day and just going up this hillside along there. This is a 800 foot over 1.7 miles, so about 500 feet a mile. Top of this 850 foot climb. That was pretty steep, Campsite, big Joshua tree. Now back down. That's the PCT. Wow, way down there's a trail. Is that the PCT? Wow, man. Maybe. It's a long way down. It always amazes me people live out here. This is a little hot. So that was indeed the PCT way down there, and yes, it was a long way down. Up from that ridge up there. So I would imagine that that's Spanish Needle right there, and there's the trail going down to it. So this is the Spanish Needle stream. Very nice. Nice water. So I camped right there in those woods last night, and it's going to be a beautiful day. Going to try to do like 22 miles, so trying to get over the big hump down into the valley. So there's a little bit of a climb left here, about 1,500 feet, and then one more 2,500 foot climb. So it's going to be a fun day. First look at the day. Sure is pretty. When you're in those deep woods, it's hard to see anything. Yeah. First climb for the day. Boy, that's a nice view. Wow. Yeah, you can't see it, but there are just millions of gnats on the trail. And every one of them is trying to dive into your eyes, like right now. So that what you end up doing is kind of just doing this the entire day. So it's easier when you're going downhill because you're going faster. And when you're going uphill, you're going slower, and you got both poles in your hand. So it's just miserable. There's just some parts of the trail are not fun in any sort of way, and all the insects are that from me. I mean, I just need to do a book, My Life with Insects, because they're just omnipresent. Pretty. Lots of hills, perfect day. Going downhill to Chimney Creek. So I'll get some more water there, then start the 2,500 foot uphill. Liking this part. It's more trees, less exposed. I've been seeing this pretty little meadow for a while, and there's even a house out there. Man, people like to live out in the sticks. So this is the beautiful Chimney Creek. Beautiful water, nice, cold and clear. A lot of campsites up in there. So I've got the 2,500 foot climb coming up. That's about 6.5 miles. So it's only like 400 feet per mile, so not that bad. I'm guessing it'll probably take me 3.5 hours. So it's 12 o'clock, so 3:30 I'll be at the top. Probably take me 2 hours to get down. So that's 5.5 hours. So we're looking at 5:30, 6 o'clock to get to Mantor Creek, which I guess is a big campsite place. Then it's only 8 miles to Kennedy Meadows. So I got my water and gonna head on up. It's getting warm, but it got some nice, puffy clouds, and I'll probably use my umbrella. So let's go do this. Yeah, so it's 91 degrees here. Well, this is the bottom. So hopefully as I go up to like another 1,000 feet, it'll be cooler. And luckily there are some trees that give some shade. It's not completely exposed. But there's enough sunlight to where the umbrella feels good, like right now. So good news. Clouds have rolled in. And it dropped about 5 degrees down to about 83 now. Fantastic. Huge burn, probably a long time ago. It's just super exposed. Now, luckily there's no thunder. And luckily it's down to 79 degrees now too. So I'm at the top, thank God. Thank God for clouds. It's just starting to rain a little bit, but nice little campsite there. But it wouldn't have been a bad climb if it weren't for the heat. Man, the heat was terrible. Right at the bottom. Now it's 66 degrees. Well, it rained pretty good on me for a little bit, with some hail too, mind you. Now it's kind of slowed down. It's really coming down over there, huh? Looking a little bit better over there. I'm kind of tired of the desert, I think. It's time to go somewhere else. For an hour, but it's kind of just hanging on. Going down to Mantor Creek. That's only taking about 1 hour. So now the rain's back. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. So that's back where I came from. You can see the trail going way up in the mountains. Oh. Still thundering, and I'm way low now. I think it's almost done. So I went by Mantor Creek, and it's only 6 o'clock, so I got a little bit more water. I thought I'd walk for another hour. I don't know what to do with myself in camp. So what do you do? Just stare at the tent? And so I'll just walk for another hour. That way things will dry out a little bit more and the rain will stop spitting, and then we'll call it a day. So isn't this pretty? Beautiful little valley. That's the Kern River. And up that way is Kennedy Meadows. Boy, some impressive clouds, huh? Look at that. Wow. Been a very turbulent weather day. But the temperature right now is only 70, not 91. So I like it. Cool rocks. Yeah, it's a problem when the days are long like this. It's like, what do you do? Go and camp at 6 o'clock and then it doesn't get dark till like 9. So 3 hours. And yeah, I would rather just hike. So there's home for the night. There's my little sunset. So only 5 more miles into Kennedy Meadows. Didn't quite make it. It was 27 miles from that Spanish Needle upper tent site. So it was a long day, but it was nice, except for the heat and the pouring rain. So tomorrow, Kennedy Meadows. Well, good morning. It's another beautiful day on the PCT. Boy, last night was a nice night, beautiful stars, but this morning the tent was just covered with dew. Everything was all wet. So it's part of the fun. You have to dry stuff off at noon. Luckily, I'm going into town today, so just a crystal blue morning. Just fantastic. Beautiful. So coming up on the Kern River, lots of water. Boy, that's pretty, isn't it? Beautiful sight at 7 a.m. So you just move up this valley. Cute little woods. Almost there. So I was looking at my gut hooks, and it looks like I passed up the turnoff for Grumpy's restaurant like a mile ago. I didn't see any sign or just even a trail. From what I understood, there was a sign, but somebody tore it down. I guess there's this competition between Kennedy Meadows and Grumpy's, and Grumpy's will go up to Kennedy Meadows in a big truck and get all the guys there and then bring them back. So I guess Kennedy Meadows is not excited about that. And I guess, yeah, so there's this kind of little war. But Grumpy's does have a real restaurant. I mean, with real food and burgers and fries and beer. And so, I mean, and they're open till late. Kennedy Meadows, I think, has a burger stand that closes at 4 o'clock. So, you know, you really can't compare the two things. Grumpy's has free camping, free laundry. I think showers are $3. It's a nice place. The one thing he doesn't have is a store. If he put in a store, I mean, that'd be just Kennedy Meadows would go out of business, which would be a shame because Kennedy Meadows is iconic to this trail, and it's the big deal to walk into Kennedy Meadows. So I don't know where it's all going to end, but yeah, that would be a shame if Meadows went out of business. I would bet Grumpy's is going to be trying to add a store to his complex here, because he's got to be making $10,000 a day like now. But you know, look, they've only got 6 to 8 weeks to make all their money for the year. We came into Kennedy Meadows 2 years ago in August, and it was very quiet. There was a couple old guys who I would guess are ranchers here on the front porch, and they were just having a beer talking, and a couple hikers. That's about it. So it's a very limited window for these guys to want to put money into it. So maybe one day it'll be people walking into Grumpy's instead of Kennedy Meadows, and that'll be a shame. So the last little bit of this is a road walk. South Fork of the Kern River. Welcome to Kennedy Meadows. Yep. Went into the Kennedy Meadows General Store. Very iconic. Looks very sleepy. No cars, nobody, no hikers. Oh, there's my wife's car. Yep. So that's it. Campo to Kennedy Meadows sections. I've officially done it. So where next? Northern California, somewhere. Oregon. We'll see. But until then, thanks for coming to hike with me.